Hello and welcome to yet another dimension. I am Jeremy and this is
Lucid Espresso.
and we just watched NIER Automata episode 2.
City Escape.
So the last episode, we're pretty harsh. I was super harsh on the 3D animation compared to the 2D, and it was pretty bad.
It was really bad,
yeah. You criticized the I don't even know what they call it.
Sakuga, action sequence. So pretty much the fight scenes.
Yes, that was the main criticism. I thought the story, the characters, were good in the first one.
They have a lot of the redeeming features that
Mm-hmm.
made you feel nostalgic to playing the game back in the day. But for me, is when you're having a fight scene, right, and then you abruptly cut to these action frames where it's like a still image and you make some motion blur and lines. I didn't like that. It takes you out of the fight.
So you think, yeah, it takes. I looked back on it, and yeah, I have to agree. It just doesn't fit the NIER universe because it's very dark.
It felt very Pokemon-ish.
Yeah,
Doing that.
and this is definitely not Pokemon.
And NIER is a very action-packed game, so when you take those free frames and do stuff like that, it pulls me out of the fight.
Okay.
I like something like NIER seems to be more intense. That did not feel intense.
No.
So it kind of removed me from it, and I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah, looking back, I agree. And then the CG, I don't care what anybody said, it was really bad. But we didn't get that in this episode.
No.
Either of those, really.
There wasn't much of a action sequence. It was more of a storytelling and understanding the city ruins and the faction, the resistance, the
Yes, Resistance, yes.
that was there. So
Yeah, so there's a lot of really good storytelling in this. Surprised what they focused on, because I'm playing the game concurrently at the same time as we're watching this, and this episode it felt like it had its own feel to it. I enjoyed it. It had a focus on a robot learning the world.
yeah.
So
what I'm seeing there was because you have non-hostiles and a hostile robot.
yes,
Right. And
you could tell by the eyes, the red eyes, and
the red eyes are hostiles and the yellow ones are like neutral unless you hit them.
Yeah.
The eyes will turn
just
red.
like any human, you know.
Yeah, in the game. So in a sense, this robot was originally in a fight and it was hostile.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to, and it was looking around and it was seeing that there's more to life than fighting. So it turns into this non-hostile robots that wanted to plant flowers.
Yeah, I thought that was so sweet. I was like, man, I just love it when robots show emotion and like and humanity.
And that's what's unique about
It tugs to my heartstring.
That these robots were only seems to came to the world to get rid of mankind.
Yeah.
And yet they're developing emotions.
Mm-hmm.
They are
Naturally, right?
Yeah, naturally.
Okay,
all
right.
It's as if
That's what it seems like.
It's as if those robots were once human.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
and we still don't really know much of the story about that. Even in NIER, it's kind of like up in the air.
Yeah.
There's like you get pulled away from these robots because you realize there's other things that are causing chaos in the world and things that you also have to fight because each area in the game itself has a unique robot. Something to look into, but like as you who are playing the game right now, I would say keep in mind and realize that you kind of forget about like the whole thing with the robots, and then you learn there's like more to the story than what they're leading on, to the point where you're like, I don't even know if it's just the robots or there's some other entity in the game itself that's causing all this to happen.
There's like a weird, like haunting vibe to the world. It just feels like it's out of place. Like it doesn't feel like it's like the earth we know. It just feels like there's a spirit going around. Like I don't know. It gives me a real good uneasy feeling, and also like I gotta say the soundtrack. Oh my God, it's so good. It makes the scene 10 times better.
I was expecting them to kind of make a whole new soundtrack for the anime.
Yeah.
But instead they they knew that the game music was
couldn't do it. That's not acceptable. Not acceptable.
So they're like, we're just gonna go ahead and just, port over the OST from the game onto the anime, which is perfect. Because
And they use it well in this.
Yeah, because you in certain areas, you're like, I remember this music.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the OST.
When they're like in the open field, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll run it around.
Yeah, this is the OST for City Ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just how you just know.
I think it's a good time if you want to replay or play NIER Automata for the first time. I think it's a good time to do it.
No, yeah,
watch this and this at the same time. You get different perspectives.
Don't get me wrong, NIER has always been popular. Like even we go to cons, and we always
always
come across a 2B or 9S cosplayer. But now I feel like now this is a time to hop back into it and kind of understand the hype behind it, right?
Yes.
And I guarantee you, I feel like there will be more cosplayers of the UR units and stuff like that. People making their own take on it because now they're able to see other units. Yeah,
like in the beginning, they like when I guess humanity, like they described like it was a expedition dump where like they're explaining what happened with the humans and they had to flee to the moon because aliens sent robots down on Earth. And they're showing like they broadcast to the android units on Earth, trying to destroy the robots, and like they show all the other units, and like you never seen some of those design. Yeah, I was like, oh, there's some really cool designs.
So in the game, they do show other units, but not to the detail of these other units. They all look very copy and paste.
Yeah,
because you're focusing on 3 main units: 2B, A2, and 9S.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But you know of other units, and like if you have read the light novel, I think there's a light novel for NIER. It's the story of what happened before 9S met 2B. So everything before, there was a whole unit of scanners that went rogue and started a coup d'état.
Oh, okay.
So I want to tell you more about it, but I don't know if they're gonna add that in the anime.
Uh-huh.
There's hints to it also in the game itself, but that's in the logs that you find. So make sure you read those when you find them.
Oh yeah, I always read all the logs. I have to.
Yeah, because there's so
I love
much,
that.
There's so much to the story. There's so much in the background that we have left. And you wonder like, why did 2B say, "I feel at ease when I hear your voice, 9S"?
Oh yeah,
because they had a connection from the beginning, and you will learn about this in the game itself because he starts to have some flashbacks to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty cool.
And they showed in the first episode, they show a flashback of, I don't know if it's a flashback or future, where they show her holding 9S yelling. So
yeah,
there's like a connection to it.
That's a flashback.
Okay, it's a flash. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So it's a lot of things are happening with this episode. They they show the what the world is like. Also there is like with the robot, we'll call him Jim, the robot. He just wants to plant some flowers, I thought I love the scenes with the robot because I love parts in like anime or anything where there's not no dialogue needed. It's just they show through action.
Yeah. And
like it maybe have a connection to a robot, and like at the end, unfortunately, it gets hit by like an explosion.
It got caught.
Yeah.
Into the battle between the resistance and the other robots.
Yeah.
And like, of course, he was out there in the middle of this field planting flowers.
Mm-hmm.
He's carrying
a robot planting flowers.
He's
is
caring
like
for these flowers, and then, like the fight happens, and these robots are just stepping all over these plants, and he's just like,
he's going crazy.
losing his mind.
Yeah. If they would step on my video games, I'll feel the same way. So, gotta love my video games. Okay.
Yeah. So that was an interesting take on that, and that could go ahead and explain to why in certain parts of it in the game there's an underground cabin that's like full of flowers. It's absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You get there, you might think like maybe that robot planted all those because he did fall down there. But like it looked like he died, right?
Yeah, it does. Like, yeah, that's what just from again, what it seems like.
He slided off, and you see like I don't know if you noticed, but you might have to go back and freeze frame it if you get a chance. But it looked like he had a giant smile, right?
Oh yeah,
and
he
like,
did.
It might be Emil, right?
Ooh, from the first game.
Yeah. Because Emil is like the only robot that can fluently talk.
Yes.
Right, and there's other robots that can talk in here, but like Emil is like he understands the world. It's like I feel like that's that. So.
Yeah, I thought that was done great. Like I think this episode was much better. It has like its own it's making the anime seem like it would be relevant to watch.
Yeah.
If you already played the game, I think it's necessary now. I can't wait. I want to play it right now. Like, it's making me want to play the game even more.
Yeah.
You were talking about the resistance. They introduced the resistance groups. The
Resistance.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought they were humans when I was playing the game.
No,
but you're
they're
saying
dolls.
they're dolls.
I believe they're dolls.
Yeah.
I
Is that from like the first game?
Yeah.
Like how it was in the first? Okay.
Yeah, literally dolls and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Because like there's no humans.
They seem like they have more characters so far. I'm just comparing it to the games, but I got to so far.
I don't know if you noticed, like they showed the moon in the anime. And
Yeah.
It was destroyed. Like.
Oh yeah, it was destroyed. Yeah.
Yeah. They said the humans are on the moon. They escaped to the moon.
Did they?
That's what they're saying.
They did it.
I don't know, man. That's like I was like, how can someone live on a moon if it looks destroyed like that? You know? Because like that could have been where they were at, and then it was destroyed at some point. But it's something interesting to look into.
It's not.
And I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of mystery. It's not nothing seems what it is. Like it's like a lot of mystery.
Yeah.
I barely scratched the surface.
There's so much to know.
Yeah, I know.
So much.
But the resistance group, like the leader Lily, she's in the game.
No, actually,
This is original
Lily,
character.
Yeah, Lily feels like a new character. I don't remember a green haired character, but there is a character you do talk to as part of the resistance. I don't know. I can't remember the name of Lily, but you'll get to that.
It was a one called Jackass, and they mentioned it in this anime.
Yeah.
Where it's like an explosive expert.
Yeah.
And like, oh well, what's happened with the resistance? Like they're getting attacked by a whole bunch of like hostile robots, and the robots start crossing the bridge, and they set bombs, but it won't go off. So Lily, she shoots it. She's trying to shoot at it, but then
she's like hesitating.
Yeah, why? Yeah, it's like why?
I feel like she's just not sure if she could take the shot.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm not gonna lie, I would have been like, start racking off shots and like
No
eventually
scope.
I'll hit it, right?
But
it's like it was a life and death situation. Like
I'm doing it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do the best I can to hit the explosive. But, they end up being saved by 9S and 2B. So.
Come out. It seems like she was annoyed by them. Everybody else is like, oh, is it Yora? How is that?
Yoha.
Yeah, Yoha. Yo. Yoha. Made up names.
Yoha units.
Yeah.
I'm probably saying it wrong.
People. Well, I don't think they said it in the game. They did. Okay, I don't know.
The Japanese put some emphasis on that. Maybe making it sound really.
Yeah.
You have English people do it. We're just.
Yo. Okay. But yeah. So she seemed like she was an yeah. I was like,
but see, that's the thing, because like 9S brought up to the commander. It's like, well, weren't there already units sent there for resistance to the resistance? And she just said they just disappeared. Like, just, like, deuces. And then like they thought the Council of Humanity sent them. Like, hey, they answered the call, but like for some reason she's like, I don't think so. So really weird situation.
Yeah, I'm interested. There's a lot of moving parts I'm interested in.
Because the UHAR unit is, under the commander, right? They're out in space, and they send them down to Earth to, fight back against the robots. How about the resistance? But they contacted the Council of Humanity, right? But the commander didn't say anything that something came from chain of command being the Council of Humanity. So I found that to be very weird, because like maybe there is no Council of Humanity.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just like a recorded, repeated messages, just to keep them fighting forever.
And I'm pretty sure you are starting to catch on to that in the game, because every time you go back, it's the same message repeat with the guy's voice. And they're like, yeah, this is a message from the humans. And like,
it doesn't feel human at all.
Glory to mankind.
Yeah. So they're just like slaves to that message that
that's why I think
Council of Humanity.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. I mean, NIER is already a great series. They have a great, already IP to work from. They just have to adapt it, right? Yeah. And I think A1 with the look of the characters, I think they're really good. Right, I thought the direction in this was really good.
Well, what sucked in this episode was it didn't last long.
No.
When the mechs come in, look really bad, dude.
I'm telling you, man. People people were like, oh, like on like just only a couple people were like, it wasn't that bad. like I wouldn't say it was that bad. I'm not hyperbolic. I'm not like going exaggerating stuff. That's one of the worst I've ever seen, and it's 2023. That's not. It's no excuse for it because we just watched Chainsaw Man.
Mm-hmm. CGI and
I could barely.
And I mixed it with the animation too, like the 2D animation.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that kind of sucks is after we watch NIER, right, we go straight into Trigun Stampede.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much all CGI.
Yes.
And it looks
way better. Yes.
Way better.
It looks like the future of CG.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but NIER looks like the past.
Yeah.
Like I can get nostalgic for the PS2, but I don't want to play the PS2 right now. I want to watch.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm assuming like we won't have to deal with much of
PS2 is the greatest though.
the flight suits.
Huh?
And
it's only the flight suits. Yeah. So
yeah, it's only the flight suits. Yeah. I don't feel like we have to deal with that anytime soon because like throughout the game they're mostly on foot.
Yeah. So far, yeah, I haven't even really used that. So I won't complain about it anymore.
Yeah, there will be time where they have to fight a giant enemy, so she has to hop back into the suit. But
that's my biggest downfall for this so far.
But I feel like they won't spend much time on it.
I hope not.
They're gonna do that fight a little bit different because in the game, when you get to that, you're gonna be like, damn, how do I fight something that's way out of sea? And I'm right here in this space. So hopefully.
Also, I mean, light mission of. It was like some story being told by this little girl and like paper cutouts of like the robots, talking about God being created. I'm like, what is this? There's so much going on in this show. It's not just like an action show.
The NIER series does that. They always do the little cutouts.
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah, I thought this episode was good.
I thought
it was good.
Yeah. I definitely rate it better than the.
Oh yeah, I give it an 8 so far. 8, yeah. It wasn't spectacular. No, I don't think it was spectacular. It's still a lot.
I felt engaged with it.
So it was good. What do you think about the opening and the closing? The opening, it's decent.
I love Amir, so sorry. I'm biased.
Yeah, you're biased.
So what I do like about it is like I like the silhouettes on the walls.
Yes.
While I was like going through the city, I thought that was really good.
It is really good. The music is just not memorable to me.
It's not, yeah.
It wasn't. I can't even sing it.
Because I know the artist. It's one of my favorite Japanese artists. So like,
okay.
It's memorable to me. I guess like if it was, like just say if the opening was like one of your favorite artists. Like,
oh yeah, definitely. I would fucking love it.
Yeah, you'll love it regardless.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm kind of biased about it. So I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay, yeah.
I like it.
About the ending. What was the ending? I don't remember it.
Exactly. So
I don't remember.
It's not memorable. So
yeah,
just drop that right there.
So yeah, this is improvement. I'm happy because I don't want to hate anything. I want to love everything, but I gotta be honest. And I like this episode, so definitely watch it. If you haven't played the game, play the game.
Oh yeah, definitely play the game.
Yes,
100%.
The game is fantastic.
They have a Game of the Year edition now. More the reason to pick it up.
So yeah, that was our review of episode 2 of NIER Automata, the anime.
City Escape. And
like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Tell us what you think of episode 2. And we'll see you in the next dimension.